So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Coming left is Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Now Kaepernick.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at about the 32. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They went 3 and out on their 1st drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw is Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he finds his target, Ebron.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A give. This is Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Play action. It's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now. Here, that's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And then,
oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball off his hands a lot quicker.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
On the check down, it's Ingram.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. Touchdown.
Well, that worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man wide open for a pass and a score on a fake field goal. I love that play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Evans looking for space.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
11. On third down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Marquez Stevenson.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Big 13. Big 13. Check 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Check back 11. Check back 11.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run here with Evans. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Burrow going to keep it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
11 MT. 11 MT. Let's go. Mike 5-5.
Burrow on play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyson Alualu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A 10th carry for Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
This is caught by Evans. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, here's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
Third quarter starts with a run by Chris Evans.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 24 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark, some.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
See, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
59 yards on the ground for him so far. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Big 13.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Johnson on, it's poke free, football's out, and the Bengals grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
87 yards. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now it's Burrow. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Evans, fast footwork. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Again, it's Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Ebron with it over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. Out to his left. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Play action, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running play.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Pittsburgh, they've